Show y'all how easy it is to put this receiver hitch and wiring harness on this 2019 Ford Flex. Happens just like that. So, how did we get here? Well, let's get started. All right, so y'all check out my fancy lane conditions here. My wife wants me to pressure wash this rug, but before we do that, we're gonna use it to lay down on and put this receiver hitch in. And we'll show y'all that it can be done in your yard. And oh, my son ain't got a shirt on, so, and it's so easy, even he can do it. But yeah, you're gonna need some simple tools for this. You're gonna need a 5/16. You're gonna need an 18 millimeter and 19 millimeter. 3 beer if you drink, or Dr. Pepper like me if you don't drink, or Lipton green tea, but I don't have any Lipton green teas right now, so I'm gonna have to settle for Dr. Pepper. About 45 minutes, if that. So get up underneath there and we'll get started. We're gonna have Caden doing a little filming for us in the meantime. So we're gonna knock the hardest part out first. See those 2 bolts there? You got those 2 there, and then 2 over here. Now your factory bolts are gonna be 18 millimeters. You need to break them loose, and you also need to disconnect your exhaust hanger. Could be done with a flathead screwdriver, or you can spend $5 and get this snazzy little tool. The sun's so bad you ain't gonna be able to see it, so see if you can get it over here. And I'm going to try to do this one-handed because right now there's not enough room for Caden to get under here with me. So basically you put it behind it, get up here on this, and you squeeze. I'm not gonna be able to do it one-handed, but put your fork behind the rubber, put the blunt in right there, pop it off, and it comes right off. So I'm gonna need both hands to do it, so we're gonna get that. Then once we get started, Caden to get up under here with us and do some filming. So babe, I'm sorry, your exhaust might not go back in, but basically we pop these 2 muffler clamps off the back, and then there's another one. I don't know if you can see it by my foot or not, but there's another one there. We took it off just to get the exhaust down a little more. Now these are your factory bolts. What you do with these is forget about them. So we're gonna bring our receiver in. And one thing to do, everybody says to mount passenger side first, and there's a reason for that. The exhaust tank is lower on the passenger side than it does the driver's side, so it actually gives you room to get this big old behemoth in here. So we're just gonna get it up here. Basically these new bolts are supplied with the kit. Slide your muffler hanger back through. And fight like hell to get it back in place. Ooh, did I just cuss?
Yes.
I'm sorry. Kids, don't do as I say, do as I do. Ooh, that thing got a little weight to it. So right now, until we get everything in, we're just gonna leave it kind of loose and hanging. We want to get everything up. And another thing too, hey cameraman, another thing too, if you're ordering one of these and you have the SEL model or the 3.5 EcoBoost with dual exhaust, make sure it goes for dual exhaust. This is a 3.5 EcoBoost. So this one right here is about $175 more than the other ones. For the single exhaust flexes, they're like $114. For the dual exhaust front wheel drive, I think they're like 2 and some change. So just be sure of the one you have before you order it. So anyway, I'm gonna squeeze over here, get this side picked up in the air. Like I said, everything right now is just kind of finger tight and hanging because we want to get everything up, then we'll get all of our alignment right. Am I doing a good enough job explaining, cameraman?
Yes, sir.
You want to do it?
Not really. That thing will probably drop on my face.
Have faith, Lord, you little one. So while I'm doing this, getting this in, and Mr. Caden is recording, because we're doing like a real-time type deal. Hey, you see the other bolt? Is it up here? No, there it is. I got it. Caden is about to finish up with his baseball season for the year. Got a few more games. And we kind of want to know if y'all would like to see some action from the ball field. We're out there anyway. So why not do a little recording while we're there, right, Caden?
Mm-hmm.
So if y'all would like to see that, drop us a comment. We always read all, might not respond to the comments, but we always read them. So just drop us a comment down there and let us know if y'all would like to see Caden doing a little bit of balling.
Balling.
It's might even do a little pitching in there.
Maybe.
You never know. The boy bringing the heat. Got to get him over that nervous stage he's in, but now another thing too. Take your foot, go over there to my foot. Take your foot, push that side of the exhaust up. You can bring this side down to get impact in there. Just a little helpful tip. Get that side hanging. And like I said, y'all, I'm doing this real time. The only thing that I didn't record was the 5 minutes it took to undo the exhaust clamps and drop the exhaust down and then pull those 4 bolts out. So everything you're seeing right now is pretty much real time on how long it takes. Snowed up with the impact. I just like to come back by hand, check them one time, just because I do. You don't necessarily have to, I just do. Alright. So now we're going to hang our exhaust back up and then get on to the fun part of wiring. One side. So while I'm doing this, tell y'all about a little joke we played on my wife just now. Caden ran inside and we thought my wife might come out, but she didn't. But Caden ran inside and said, Lynn, Daddy's got your exhaust on the ground and he's out there cussing and throwing stuff. We were hoping she would come out here and we could get a reaction on camera. And maybe y'all could see her beat the crap out of me. But undoubtedly, she knew what we were up to, so she never did come outside. So me and Caden didn't get a good laugh. But by doing this, it keeps her out of Caden's truck pulling the camper. So
yeah,
I'm sure Caden's appreciative of that. Because if she'd have kept driving the truck, she'd have made us put exhaust on the truck. And the truck just don't need exhaust, does it, Caden?
Yeah, we don't need that.
Yeah, we don't need that kind of negativity in our life. And in case y'all don't know what we're talking about, that truck over there runs straight off the headers 2.5 to an X pipe, comes out to a 3-inch Y, and then runs 3-inch straight right in front of the axles and dumps on each side. So we call it straight pipe for a reason, because it makes fun sounds. Got everything back up, everything good and tight. Now what I will do is me and Caden gonna hook the camper up. We'll probably put 100, 150 miles on it. Then I'll go back through and retighten everything. And that's just something I do. You don't necessarily have to, but I do it, always have. Things happen, so that's the reason we do it. So next thing we're gonna do, come on up here, Mr. Caden.
All right.
We'll pop out these two 8mm bolts on each side of the tail lights. And that exposes our wiring harness to our tail lights. Come right here to this side. There's plastic clips in here. You got to be real careful when you pull them out. Kind of jack it off and get it straight. Because you see how small these clips are. They will break quick. And then, can you see that clip? Pop this clip off. Set your tail light off to the side. Come to this side. Like I said, y'all, we're doing this real time. So this is exactly how long it'll take the average person to do in their yard. And as you see, I mean, we're working on the grass, on a set of car ramps. And, oh, now she comes out. Oh, sorry about your exhaust. We might have duct taped it back in place.
Duct tape always works.
I'm sorry. Your $60,000 vehicle ain't worth $60,000 no more.
I say about 2.
Now that we got both the tail lights out, show them can you get that part number on there?
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
And all this, y'all, that's a Curtis receiver hitch, 2-inch receiver hitch, class 3. And then you see the part number right here on this. All this came from Amazon. We've got less than $300 in it. So, and I mean, as you see, it's not taking much time at all for us to do it. So with the wiring kit, everything comes pre-wired. Let me get all this pulled apart so you can see it. Has an inline relay on it on each side. And this is basically a plug and play. I mean, that's no added wires, no nothing. The only thing you have to do is connect that ground wire right there, which it comes with a self-tapping screw in there. And basically you just run everything and you're done. So get this unwired real quick. Pull out the instructions, make sure I ain't missing nothing. See, I done showed y'all how to do that. I done saved y'all 5 steps by showing y'all how easy it is to pull this thing out. So, can y'all read French? Because I can't read French. I can't read Espanol. I can speak Espanol, but I can't read Espanol. So on this side right here is English. So it gives you step by step all the way through. As you see on the driver's side, we're going to connect the yellow, which is this harness right here. We're going to connect that to our driver's side, green to our passenger side. So what we're going to do, since we're on the driver's side first, is we're going to fish all this in. Get a view right there, sir. Right there on the inside. Can you get it all the way in the inside? As you can see, it's a straight drop all the way down. So we'll drop this right in. Let it hit the ground. We'll worry about cleaning it up later. And if you're from the country and you run dirt roads and stuff like we do all the time, then of course you can see all the dirt built up in here. So it tells you exactly where your tail light won't hit. But if you don't have that luxury, basically all you got to do is just kind of set your tail light up here. You can look back behind it and gauge a spot that won't be hitting on anything. What are these things? We don't use them.
Oh, yeah.
That's a 1/4 inch. I ain't using this thing, it's too small. Every redneck has zip screws. If you don't have any, just let me know, I'll send you one. So basically what we'll do is, where'd the outlet go, Kaden? There it is. So we know if we go about right there, we're not gonna hit anything. Now let me see the camera real quick. This car does have rear AC. And you can see right there, the AC lines are right beside the fuel lines. But going up and looking, there's nothing in the way of anything. So, my cameraman's over there flirting with my wife. Cameraman. All right, we'll be in just a second. You taking my car? You see this crap? Turn around and show that. She's taking my car.
That thing's sexy.
She's going with Floss. She can't leave with Floss.
That's Daddy's race car.
Here, hold it. Oh, crap. There's difficulties, but basically, we run our self-drilling screw in right here. And now, we'll take our clips. Oh, we'll get the right clip. And basically, it just plugs into your existing wiring harness. Plug that clip back into your tail light. I'm just gonna put it in for the time being. Well, matter of fact, we might not test it tonight, so I'll go ahead and run it back in. Couple little clicks on the ugga dugga. Then all we gotta do is a little bit of wiring, so just get up underneath it.
Oops. Taking my shoes off.
That looks like a good spot right here. Basically, I'm just gonna make sure that I don't get it anywhere that it can rub in the middle. That's gonna go all the way across. So we're gonna run this up kind of high. And I mean, basically, well, let's do it easily, Kater. I'm just gonna run it right there. Ford gave us a spot to run it, and why not use it, right? There we go. I'll come back and throw some zip ties on that. That'll be a wrap, Jack. On that anyway. Just make sure when you get over here by the exhaust, you want it way out of the way of heat. And now with this one, with our 4-way plug. Oh, how cute. Isn't that so cute? It's so cute. We'll just run it back behind here. And we'll come back in a little while with some zip ties. I'm sure I don't need to show you how to do a zip tie. So we'll just leave that hanging for the time being. Run across through here. Yeah, Kaden, we're gonna need to get some bigger zip ties to do that with. Or duct tape. Yeah, duct tape. All right, so now you can either drop your fishing line down and do this, or just do like me and hang it right there. Let's go up top, sir.
Ow.
Get your little nubby hand down in there. Grab it. Just like the other side, just a repeat process. Clipping in. Get your tail light. Clipping in. You know the best part of a Ford?
Nothing.
A Chevrolet man working on it. Y'all, I say I'm a Chevrolet man, but as you see, I drive a Ford back and forth to work every day. But that Ford gets 31 miles to the gallon. But you know what's even better than that? That Ford got AC, real good gas mileage. Kind of sexy if you think about it.
Yeah.
But don't nothing beat that 10.5 miles to the gallon, no AC, having Chevrolet pickup. I love the old Junkyard dog. Which I only got a couple more years to enjoy it. Because Caden's going to take it from me. Matter of fact, next month we're going to tear it apart and start rebuilding it.
Straight pipe.
Straight pipe, go bah, 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 bah.
Wow.
That's an inside joke. Alright, so yeah. All left to do now is a couple zip ties in a couple places. And put the receiver hitch on it. What do you think? Hook up to the camper and go for a ride?
Sure.
Yeah, we'll do that here in just a minute. So give us a second to get all this caught up, tied up, and we'll be right back. Hit the red button. Yeah. And a Dr. Pepper.
Nothing better than Dr. Pepper.
Boy, we got to stop for a minute, don't we? Y'all, we gonna grub up, and then we get back with y'all. Got to be more careful. So I'm up under the car, finishing up the last little bit. I got me another helper now. Tell him, hey.
Hey.
You helping Daddy fix the car?
Yeah.
What we doing to it?
Fixing it.
So fixing it. And then I hear another one out here with Dr. Pepper in his hand. Tell him, hey.
Hi.
And then, of course, you know, we got the cameraman right there. I don't know where Davin is, though. He must be playing the game. Oh, he must be playing the game somewhere. So, yeah, we just got the last little bit wired up. And it looks like it's going to be a family affair taking it down the road for the first time. So, I'm going to give you back to the cameraman here in just a second. We're going to go back here and hook the camper up and go for a ride and see how it does. All right. So that's the reason we put the hitch on. Y'all overlook it. I need to wash it because it's dirty as crap from the last trip. But yeah, that's why we put the hitch on. I had an old receiver hitch laying around that I threw in there. I got to buy her a new one. But as you see, the plug's tucked away up under there. I'm still waiting on my adapter to come in from my camper. That way I can plug it into the 4-way pigtail. But I didn't see any reason in putting a 7-way on this car when all I'm going to do is pull this camper, maybe a little 5x8 trailer. So, I mean, you know, there's no reason to have a 7-way on it. That small little camper, it doesn't have brakes on it. But now I'm not worried about my wife loading up, you know, and hauling tail for the weekend with all the kids. Because as long as she's got Kaden with her, she's got somebody to set the camper up. So, anyway, hope y'all enjoyed that. Hope you learned that what the Ford dealership wants $900 to do, you can do for, I think, altogether with shipping and everything, we got $306 in all this. And the main reason being because her car is, in fact, dual exhaust, and the dual exhaust costs more. So, you know, if you had a single exhaust flex, it's the same principle, same concept, but you're going to be $100 cheaper. So, you know, you could save the money that Ford wanted to charge you. They cannot void the warranty because you did not cut the wiring harness or alter the wiring harness in any way, shape, or form. All you did was just simply unplugged and replugged. So that's the same thing they do at the dealership. I checked with the dealership before I did this to make sure it wouldn't void the warranty, and it does not. So yeah, I saved $600 for 30 minutes of work, as you've seen in my driveway, laying on a rug with basic hand tools. So it's not like you had to be a rocket scientist to figure this stuff out. But anyway, I'm gonna back this camper up under the shed. We got to clean it, and then this weekend we got to set it up because we're going camping again. So we got to set it up, clean the inside out, get it ready to go camping again. So yeah, I got my work cut out for me. So as I always say, y'all don't blame the lazy people. They didn't do nothing to begin with. We'll see y'all.